Hey guys, so tonight I'm gonna make another story time video, and this one is about a time. Come here, there you go. About when I got drunk. I was underage, and no, I don't support anybody drinking underage or anything like that. Um, but this story took place a few years back, and I was at McDonald's with my brother, and we were hanging out with like a bunch of people that we just kind of met, and they were all homeless, and I have nothing wrong with homeless people, like at all. Like you're fine. Um, and I just remember asking someone because I was obviously underage at the time, and we were asking like people that were homeless and were obviously old enough to buy us alcohol. And we asked them, we were like, "Hey, could you go to the store and like buy us alcohol for us? Come here. I have nothing. There's nothing. Oh, you want that? Sorry. Go. Here you go. Get it." Anyways, um, but yeah. So we were like asking people. We were like, "Hey, can you go to the store and buy us alcohol? Like, we'll give you the money for it. Like, you don't have to use it out of your own money because that'd be really fucking stupid." Um, but they were like, "Yeah, sure. Like, whatever. Like, what do you want?" And I was like, "We don't know. Like, whatever. Whatever's cheapest and whatever will get us drunk." So they went to the store. They bought us. I think it was like two MD 2020s. I know it's baby shit, whatever. And I remember fucking just hanging out around town. Well, I mean, not really around town, but like just in the Hollywood district. And if you're from Portland, you know where that is. Well, you probably know where that is. And we were just drinking and shit, just chilling. I remember it was getting closer to night, and we went to McDonald's because we were hungry, and we just wanted somewhere like inside to drink. So we went there, and we were drinking, and like it was just a fucking blast. Like, holy shit, it was so much fucking fun. And it gets a little embarrassing, so bear with me, dude. Just bear with me. I remember just, dancing and stuff and like talking to people, just having a fucking bomb ass time, like not really giving a fuck because I was drunk as shit. And at one point, I just remember like getting on top of this like McDonald's booth like chair thing. And I literally just got on top of it and I was riding it like I was a fucking whore from hell. And like it was a mechanical bull almost. Cause I was just on there like, yeah and shit, and I was just like, oh god. And the fucking everyone was just like watching me and were just like laughing their asses off at me. And I didn't give a fuck. I was having such a bomb ass time, but it was still kind of embarrassing looking back at it because I was just completely drunk as fuck and acting like a little slut when I was engaged to my ex at the time. And oh god, it was so shameful. Oh my god, like what the fuck, dude? Like, are you serious right now? Like, I was doing that in front of guys who were like in their 40s and shit, and they didn't give a fuck. They were just all like kind of staring at me, just laughing and shit. And I'm like, oh god, like what am I doing with my fucking life right now? Like, first off, I'm underage and I'm inside a McDonald's fucking, like business, just drinking and everything, and they probably knew what I was doing. They probably fucking knew. They're like, oh god, this bitch is drunk. But the even more embarrassing part, though, was later on in that night, since we were still sleeping at my parents' house, which I'm at right now, I just remember fucking getting a phone call, well, a text from my dad, and it was saying we had to be home right then and there. And I was like, well, you know what, dude, like, I'm having a lot of fucking fun with my friend and like with the people that we just met a few days ago and everything like that. Like, I don't want to come home yet. Like, I want to hang out. Like, I'm legal of like 18 wise, but like I shouldn't have to come home whenever you need me to, but I knew I had to because otherwise we're gonna like get locked out or whatever. Um, so I fucking get on the phone with him and I'm like screaming my ass off and cussing at him. And if you've ever seen that movie Suicide Room, I've never seen it, but I've seen like episodes of it. Like, not episodes, what the fuck. I've seen clips of it in like music videos and everything. And there's this one part where he was on the phone and he was screaming into it and then he threw it at the wall. Well, that was me. But I wasn't throwing it at all. I was outside in the parking lot. And luckily it was kind of an empty parking lot since it was getting late at night. And I'm just on the phone with him and I'm just screaming my fucking lungs out at him. And at one point, I'm down to, like, I'm on my hands and knees practically. Well, I'm on my knees, but I'm not really on my hands. But I'm just, like, holding my phone like this, and I'm just saying, fuck you! Like, just screaming that into the phone, and then I just throw my phone into the parking lot like a fucking dumb bitch. Like, who the fuck does that shit? I do. And that's why I can't get mad and get drunk at the same time, because that's just not a good mix. Like, I won't be that, like, I won't hit people when I'm drunk or anything like that, but I'll throw them a fucking tantrum if I have to. And yeah, that's that story about the time I got drunk. And then another story, but it's not when I'm drunk, it's when I'm motherfucking high. And sorry, but I've done harder drugs than pot, and I think this story is fucking hilarious. Because everyone should know, if you're high as fuck off crystal meth, that you should not, under any fucking circumstances, go up to cops. But, one thing before I keep going with this story. I am not on anything anymore. I've been clean off of everything for a while. I was never addicted to anything. It was just kind of something I did because I was fucking bored. I know, it's stupid. Hate all you want. I don't really give a shit. I'm clean now. Whatever. I'm living my life. I'm fine. Back on the story, though. I just remember this one time I was hanging out with this guy who I just met on the street. I was like, whatever, okay. I've bought shit from him before. And I just remember doing a really, like, not really big, but, like, a decent-sized shot. And since I used to do horseback riding, and I'll tell you stories about that, too, if you want to know them. Because I have some stories for you with that. But, yeah, so anyways, I saw these two cops on the horses that they fucking ride around town during summer usually. And I was like, oh my god, like, my high ass. I was like, oh my god, I want to go up and, like, say hello to the horses and go pet them because that sounds like a lot of fun. And I'm high shit off some meth right now, so that sounds like an even better idea because everything on that shit is, like, almost amazing. But, again, I'm not promoting it. Don't ever fucking do that shit. That will ruin your life. So don't do it. But, yeah, so I was like, oh, hey, like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to these cops over here and just ask them if I can pet their horses. And so I walk over there. They're talking to someone right now, so I'm, like, kind of giving them their space so they can do their job and everything like that. And then once they get done, I go to them, I'm like, hey, like, what's up? Like, how you guys doing and all this stuff? Like, just being overly friendly. Like, where it was just obvious. Like, it was shameful as fuck how obvious it was. And since I was, like, kind of a newbie drug user, I was like, oh, like, this is totally normal. Like, this is fine. Like, no big deal, whatever. Just kind of blowing it off. And, fucking, they're just, like, looking at me like I'm fucking stupid. Like, oh god, dude, it was so embarrassing. Holy shit. But, yeah, so I was just like, hey, like, can I pet your horse and everything? Like, just feeling so confident. I was like, yes, I got this. Like, I'm not obvious at all. So, like, yeah, sure, go ahead, pet our horses. Like, whatever, we don't care. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Come here. He's just like, fuck you, bitch, no. But, yeah, so I pet their horses and everything, and I was like, yeah, I've always wanted to, like, work, like, not really work for the officers, really, but, like, help volunteer at their, like, barn thing that they have down in, I think, downtown Portland. I'm not sure if that's where it's still at. But, just help them out and, like, help clean them and stuff, and, like, clean up their fucking barns and shit. Like, not barns, but their stables. There you go. Stables. And just volunteer for them. Come here. Come here. Come. Okay, we're not. Don't keep crying. You're fine. fine. Go ahead. Go up if you want. Sorry, my dog is being weird. But, yeah, so fucking, basically, I just thought it was hilarious as fuck. Like, who in their right mind would go up to two officers on their fucking horses, high as shit off of a very illegal drug, and just be like, hey guys, like, can I pet your horse? Like, oh. I'm so glad I didn't go to jail that day. I'm so fucking glad I did not go to jail that day. Holy fuck. But yeah, those are just like two of my most embarrassing stories that I have. I have plenty more. Like, just let me fucking tell you. I have plenty more stories. Some off of, mainly when I'm drunk and when I'm high off pot. That's like, that story I just told you about me being on meth, that was the only story I have that was embarrassing as shit for that one. So you won't hear about that ever again, don't worry. But yeah, if you want to know any other stories about horseback riding, fucking my pot stories, any more, drunk me stories, just let me know in the comments below and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.